Good morning and welcome. It's another lovely Friday morning, and we are here to take you on a trip across the world of sport. My name is Yemi Adebayo, and I bid you welcome to the show this Friday morning. There's a lot to do today. Of course, 2014 Commonwealth Games, it's day two. We'll be talking about that on the show this morning. Well, let me give you the headlines first. Yeah, I just spilled that one out. Day two of sporting action at the 2014 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. Opening ceremony was Wednesday, but today is day two. All right. Well, what next? That's the big question. What will happen to Coach Stephen Keshi? Where will he? Which team will he be managing? The South Africans will announce the name of their coach tomorrow. Is it going to be the big boss Stephen Keshi, or will the NFF come out with a definitive statement on the big boss? We'll wait to see. All right, the saga continues. Chris Paul, LA Clippers star, saying if Donald Sterling is still associated with the club in any way, he's not going to play for the LA Clippers. So the saga continues. We'll wait to see. All right, that's Lewis Hamilton. He's going to stay with his team despite Nico Rosberg extending his deal with Mercedes. So he's going to stay on despite the rivalry between the two drivers. Okay, that's the headlines for you. Let me quickly, before I go on a break, okay, this is how you can get your thoughts across to us via feedback. You can do that through email. That's on your screen, sports this morning at channelstv.com. Well, on Facebook, channels-sports. You can also do that on Twitter. You can tweet at channels_sports. And of course, you can also tweet my personal handle, which is at Yemi Adebayo 20. Okay? All right, that's how you can get your thoughts across to us. Let's have your say. Speak out and be heard on all the issues that we've talked about. The big boss, Coach Stephen Keshi, talking about Formula One this morning, talking about the Commonwealth Games this morning, and of course, all the other things, football transfers, the done deals, the speculations, all of that on the show this morning. Well, let me quickly introduce my guest before we go on the break, Kunle Philip.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah.
Been a while.
It's good to be here.
Well, thankfully the rain didn't stop you.
Absolutely.
Some of us,
fight,
Some of us, I don't know, was more or less like driving a boat across the water. But we got here because we love to do what we do this time every morning of the weekday. Okay, let's go on that break. When we come back, we'll be talking 2014 Commonwealth Games. Well, we'll start with the medal table. And it will interest you to know that we have found our way to that table. Well, not in the position you would love us to be, but it's day two, early days yet. And that's it on your screen. Forget about the guys, the countries on top. What really matters is Nigeria. And we are not in the sixth position, as this table might make it look or seem to indicate. We are in the 11th position, and we're sharing that position with two of our African brothers. I think Ghana and another.
No, South Africa actually they secured another medal last night to make it two.
So they left that position for us.
They are in the 10th position, while Nigeria and Ghana are in the 11th position respectively.
All right, and it's Northern Ireland as well on the 11th position. So we're there, courtesy of the bronze we got in weight lifting. Okay, that's it. We're talking about Team Nigeria. We will also be involved today in some events today, Kule. And what are you seeing? Are you seeing Nigeria picking up medals?
I think it's been a very fantastic start for the Nigerian contingent to Glasgow. Remember that there's never been a case whereby we failed to win a medal since we made our debut appearance at the 1950 Commonwealth Games. So this year's edition wouldn't be an exception with the great start being made by Nigerian contingent. You know, that's why I said.
Well, let's talk about the things in session now.
Okay.
A lot of things going on today. Today's 25th. But boxing starts today.
Today, yeah.
Of course, Nigeria.
Table tennis started yesterday.
Table tennis will be played today as well. Weightlifting, the one we saw, how our man couldn't get Razak Tanimo,
yeah.
couldn't get to the medal range yesterday. But other competitors would also be there representing Nigeria. So in shooting as well. So we have opportunities to get medals today.
Yeah, we have opportunities to actually get medals today.
Maybe we should see the faces of the guys in the team Nigeria. You know, it was colorful on Wednesday. The way they all filed out, and you were looking at those guys.
Contingent, 65 males and 62 females. It was indeed very, very interesting. It looks very, you know, the atmosphere was really worthwhile.
It looked like they had swag. I don't like using the word, but you know, there's always something about Nigeria. I was hoping we could get to see Team Nigeria. You know, I mean, there's always something about Nigeria.
And you know, it's not even all about all that. You know, looking at what they've been able to do.
Exactly.
We just the game just commencing properly yesterday.
Shooting is in session as we speak. So 10 events. So that's 10. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, when you see this, forget anything you say about Nigeria. Your heart melts. You're happy, and you know that they will go there. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Swinging the arms. I mean, putting a lot of flavor into it. It makes you happy to be in Nigeria. And you're looking at these faces, and you're hoping out of 127 athletes, I mean, surpass what you did in '94. Not because we have put in a lot to demand that. Because of that, Nigeria can do spirit. Hopefully, they will come back and do us proud. Well, let's talk about Australia this morning, and let's leave Nigeria. And they broke, records are already being broken now. They broke a swimming record. That's the 4x100 freestyle relay. The record was held by the Dutch. But the Australians broke that record. Yeah,
it's a good one for the Australians breaking that record that was initially being held by the Dutch. I think we'll get to see a lot of records being broken in these these games, because it's a game tournament whereby
the A-listers are not there.
No, despite that, it's still regarded as the third most glamorous games in
after the Olympics.
The Olympics
biggest
and the Asian Games.
Biggest multi-sport event after
absolutely.
the Olympics. So, you can't take anything away from the Commonwealth. And interestingly, I'm looking at the schedule today, Kunle. I don't know if something comes to your mind. I'm looking at all of these sports: badminton, 13 events, boxing,
table tennis.
There are opportunities to get medals.
We will definitely get medals.
I'm looking at we are restricting ourselves. Probably you're thinking maybe we could have taken more athletes. I don't know.
Yes, particularly a lot of people were talking about taekwondo, the fact that we had some great
this
prospects.
Is the Australian quartet. Have reasons to be happy.
Absolutely.
They picked that one up, and who knows? They might pick.
Many
medals available.
So many medals
in swimming. And that's what you were talking about how we could pick up medals from our areas of strength.
Yeah, I thought that we should have gone with some contingent in the taekwondo sport, because we have some good athletes doing well in that sport.
The federation really doing well too.
Yeah, they're doing very, very well. But we don't know why they opted to leave taekwondo out of the
went for 7
games.
And you can always trust the para athletes. I don't want to use the other word. The para athletes. You also trust
they will get the
medals with medals too.
Absolutely,
as well. Okay, all right. That's our bit on the comment. But trust us. Anything happens, we'll let you know. If Nigeria wins any medal, we will keep vigil. We will keep monitoring. If Nigeria win medals, and just in case you're not watching, we will bring it to you. We will let you know. So that's our bit on 2014 Commonwealth Games this morning. But like I said, if anything pops up, you hear it from us first. You can always trust us for that. So let's go on a break. When we come back, we'll be talking football. Commonwealth Games, talk football, king of sport now. Well, let's talk about Coach Stephen Keshi. That big question, anybody on the streets that know you will ask you, what next? What's happening to Coach Stephen Keshi? Well, the problems with the NFF seem to have been sorted one way or the other. I mean, we knew something was always going to happen, but that's not what we're going to talk this now. Coach Stephen Keshi, what next? In your own opinion, what will happen?
I think after the meeting yesterday by the board of the Nigerian Football Federation, the acting president right now, talking about Mike Ume, has come out to say that he will definitely be opening talks with Keshi because they still have him in their mind. They want him to actually continue the good works he has started. And on the other hand, Keshi before now spoke about the fact that he has been actually, he's been getting countries like South Africa coming to ask for his signature.
So getting offers.
Offers from.
So that tells you that we need to give him a reason to stay.
Yeah, but there's need for us to give him a reason to stay. But I think Keshi is actually talking too much. I spoke a lot before and after, particularly after the World Cup. Okay. Spoke about so many things about the kind of treatment he got from the Maigari-led board. But I think all that has been laid to rest right now. I think we should be able to pen him down because he has really done very well for the national team. But of course, he was talking about he talked about personal terms, the salary he earns on a monthly basis. He wants it, hyped to a much, probably a double figure increase.
All right. And some people will tell you he probably has earned that right to demand for that. And Keshi is the beautiful bride. I was hoping we'll get to see Coach Stephen Keshi in action with the boys, but we'll move on. We'll move on from that. And your own opinion is that we should allow Keshi stay.
Absolutely.
And also in the news, the man in your picture with the boys, we're hoping this will not be his last competition with the Super Eagles. I mean, the example of Gianni is there for us to stay. A man stays there for 8 years, delivers the World Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, they had some moments they didn't like what was happening.
Of course.
But there was a turnaround. So, Coach Stephen Keshi, and it's everywhere in the news that the NFF is trying to keep hold of Coach Stephen Keshi.